To create this flashing color text effect inside of Premiere, we first just want to go to the T icon, which is the type tool, select your video and type out a word or phrase of your choice. Then we'll go to Effect Controls, go into the text layer, select the drop down arrow, and we'll change the font. We'll change the weight of the font, we'll change the size of the font, and then you just want to place that roughly in the middle. Don't worry about the color for now because we're going to change that later on. Now we'll zoom in on our timeline and we'll just extend that up to around 10 seconds. And then from here, we're going to go into Effects, go into Video Effects, Color Correction. And now from there, we'll go into the Effects tab and we're going to search for Tint. So T-I-N-T. Drop that onto your text. Then we'll go to the very beginning, go to Map White 2, and we'll select a color of your choice. So I'm going to go for red. Then we'll press OK, and we'll create a new keyframe on Map White 2. Then we're going to go 2 frames over, select the red, and we're just going to pull this down. So I'm going to make this a yellow. Then we'll go 2 over, select the yellow box again, and we'll go down to green this time. So we'll just keep creating this animation, just scrolling through the colors that we want to select. And then from there, it doesn't matter about going back to that starting color because we are just going to loop this around. So we're going to highlight all of those keyframes, Command C on Mac or Control C on Windows, go to that last keyframe and go 2 to the right. Then we're just going to paste, highlight all of those, go to the last keyframe, 2 to the right and paste. So we're essentially just copying all of the keyframes that we just created and then just pasting those on so that we don't have to keep repeating unless we just keep looping over and over again. So when we play this back, you can see this is our text effect, essentially now complete. If you wanted to take this one step further though, then you could make a copy of this text layer. So we'll go Command C or Control C, move over and go Control V or Command V. So that is copy and paste, drag that onto video layer 2. Then we're just going to go into those keyframes and we're just going to nudge them over to the left so that they are now offset from the bottom layer. Then we'll go into opacity, select the free draw Bezier tool, and we're just going to draw a line down the middle and then just isolate the bottom half of that mask. Then we can increase the mask feather, and that it's going to create a nice gradient animation instead. Or alternatively, we could get rid of the feathering and we could decrease the size of that mask, and we could just have a different color running through the middle of the text. And that's how that would look. Or alternatively, you could add a little bit more of a feather again and have the gradient running down the center, but it is completely up to you. But that is how you create this colorful text inside of Adobe Premiere Pro.